Mornye looks like she will be a unit that feels good to play. Not just functional, not just serviceable, but genuinely smooth, reliable, and deceptively impactful. She's the kind of character people underestimate because they expect a healer to do only one thing. Then they discover she's built differently. Her presence on the field reshapes encounters, elevates coordinated damage, and simplifies survivability without ever feeling intrusive or clunky. Yo, welcome back to the channel. Kamusta sa inyong lahat? The hook with Mornye is that she plays like a support who always knows exactly what your team needs, often before you do. Instead of being a passive healer waiting on cooldowns, she's constantly feeding value back into the team through her momentum, her markers, and her built-in synergy with toon brick situations. And because she scales with defense, she's not a resource hog or a gear trap. She's one of the rare characters who lets you build tanky and still perform at a high level, which is incredibly forgiving for new players and extremely rewarding for experienced ones. Before we go deeper, a quick reminder. If you ever feel short on Asterites or Lunites, you can top up using my Loot Bar link in the description and pinned comment. Loot Bar is trusted by tens of thousands of WuWa players with excellent review scores. Their mobile DIY top-up means you get discounts safely without giving your password away. Using my link gives you up to 25% off plus an additional 10% off your first purchase. Now, back to the video. Her job in a team is straightforward, but the way she goes about it adds depth. First, she provides that core healing safety net without forcing you to sacrifice field time or damage. Her rotation never asks you to disengage from what you're doing. She weaves healing into her kit in a way that feels natural, letting you stay aggressive even in difficult encounters. You rarely feel punished for wanting to deal damage because Mornye's sustain works around your flow instead of against it. Second, she has this underrated ability to amplify coordinated damage through her outro effect. Whenever you swap away from her, she gives the incoming character a clean window for greater coordinated output, which sounds subtle on paper but carries real weight in practice. It lets your main DPS push even harder during rotations without needing extra setup. The result is a team rhythm that feels faster, tighter, and way more explosive. But where Mornye truly becomes a standout is in her role within toon break mechanics. This is where she separates herself from other supports. When she marks an enemy with her observation marker, that target becomes way more susceptible to team utility, especially when toon rupture or toon strain are active. Whenever your teammates deal toon break damage to those marked enemies, she applies a lingering battlefield effect called Stay Tuned, which keeps her influence active even when she's swapped out. It's like she leaves behind a pulse of control that keeps the enemy in check and keeps your team in tempo. During Stay Tuned, she applies Interfered Marker, subtly making marked enemies more vulnerable to your team. This effect enhances her presence on the field while boosting allies, and because it scales with her energy regeneration on top of a defense-focused build, she naturally balances durability and resource generation. You don't need extreme stats to make it work. A solid mix of defense and energy regen keeps this mechanic effective and easy to manage. On top of that, her toon rupture response is one of the most quietly clutch tools she brings. When an enemy affected by toon rupture presents an opening, she can snap in with a strike of fusion damage that focuses directly on high-priority targets. Even though she's not a DPS, the fact that she gets to participate in these moments of burst gives her team that little extra push that can flip encounters. It's targeted, it's clean, and it makes her feel active in every phase of combat. Now, let's talk about her rotation, because this is where players realize she's far more intuitive than she seems. Opening with her intro skill brings her into wide area observation mode, and this state sets the stage for everything she does afterward. While in this mode, her basic attacks create a rhythm as she manages her relative momentum. Watching that momentum rise and fall gives her gameplay a distinct cadence. It never feels frantic or slow, it feels purposeful. From here, she flows into her resonance skill as needed. This part of her kit feels especially smooth because it reacts to whatever is happening in the moment. When the team is under pressure, it becomes a reliable burst of healing that steadies the fight and keeps everyone upright. When things are calm, it adds more presence on the field, helping maintain pressure on enemies without disrupting your rhythm. It feels natural and easy to use, giving you the freedom to adjust on the fly instead of locking you into a strict rotation. Her kit bends with the situation, which is why she feels so comfortable to play even in tougher content. As energy stacks up, her forte-enhanced heavy attacks start to shine. These hits carry a sense of weight and control that makes each strike feel deliberate. They help her keep a steady pace in battle and allow her to reposition her markers so she can maintain strong field coverage. This part of her rotation keeps enemies consistently within her influence, making it easier for the whole team to benefit from her support effects. Even when she is not healing, she is still doing something valuable that contributes to the team's momentum. Your big moment comes with Resonance Liberation, which you always want to use with intention. This skill is best saved for moments where it can truly swing the flow of combat. When timed well, it transforms her from the quiet backbone of your lineup into a sudden burst of power and support. If the team is struggling, it stabilizes them instantly. If the team is ready to push damage, it amplifies that window and helps seal the deal. It feels like everything she has been building throughout her rotation comes together in one decisive moment that completes her cycle in a satisfying way. A polished Mornye rotation strikes a balance between offense, support, and field control. She doesn't feel like a healer you're forced to bring. She feels like someone who's amplifying your team's natural strengths. She keeps everyone safe without slowing anyone down. She pressures enemies without needing dedicated DPS uptime. She monitors the battlefield while feeding your team more damage opportunities. That's why she's so easy to recommend. She's low maintenance, high impact, and incredibly flexible. She's built on a defensive foundation that saves you resources. She enhances coordinated damage without asking for heavy investment, and she elevates your tune break game in a way no other support does quite like her. If you want a character who smooths out your gameplay, boosts your team's consistency, and gives you both safety and utility without ever feeling passive, Mornye is one of the best choices you can pick up. And the more you play her, the more you appreciate how much she's doing under the hood to keep your runs clean and your damage windows sharp. That's everything you need to know about why Mornye stands out and why she deserves a place in your roster. If this video resonated with you, please leave a like and subscribe. Ring that bell for massive version 3.0 gacha luck and maybe a sandwich. Thank you so much for watching. Maraming salamat po, and I will see you in my next video drop. Goodbye!